again, everyone. Robin Casey here with At Your Own Pace Crafting. Here we are, another Thursday afternoon, and I thought today it would be fun to do a paper pumpkin. I don't know if y'all have done paper pumpkins yet, but I can tell you it is one of my favorite things that Stampin' Up! Has. It's a subscription that you get once a month, and it's a surprise, sort of. They give you little hints as to what it could be. But me personally, I love the surprise aspect of it. I know not everyone likes to be surprised, but I do. I'm one of those people that when we were having our kids years ago, I did not want to find out what we were having. So I like surprises. I'm a surprise liking kind of girl. So this is the February paper pumpkin that we got. I guess it was a couple weeks ago. We went on vacation. We just got back earlier this week, so I did open it, but I haven't put the cards together. So I thought it'd be fun to put the cards together. So let's go ahead and go down to my desk, and I'll kind of walk you through the experience of when you first get your paper pumpkin. Here we go. Okay, so it comes, sometimes it's a pretty box, sometimes it's the orange box. You just never know. Well, I guess you do know. They give you a little heads up about if it's going to be a fancy box or not. So February, and it tells you, I like that it tells you on the end what month and what, it is both ends, what month and year and the name of the kit. So when you open it up, and this is another, okay, y'all are probably gonna laugh at me, but I think this is fun. It comes with tissue paper. So here you go. You get a piece of tissue paper that you can use to wrap gifts with, and I think that is great because, well, it's just an extra little free goodie included in your box. So we'll put the paper away. Okay, and so then you always get an ink. This is the little ink. It is Shy Shamrock for this month, which is one of the outgoing 24 to 26 in colors. But I love the Shy Shamrock, and of course, it being March and last name Casey, Irish. Here we go. And my mom, she is no day, so yeah, Irish. Okay, and then also you get this little baggie that has some little adhesive circles, and some dimensionals, and then little sequins that we're going to use on the cards. Another little baggie has a spool of ribbon that we're going to use, and then a stamp set. Okay, then you have your instructions. It shows you the 3 cards that we make. You make multiples of the cards. Today we're just going to make one of each, I think. And then on the back, it gives you a little overview of what all the kit contains, the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors, and there's always a die cut set that you can get that complements. It's usually 3 months worth of paper pumpkins. And then this is what we're going to work with first. On the back, it shows you all of the products or the kit contents that you're going to need for each card. So I have already pulled the pieces for card number 1 and for card number 2. So we'll set those back aside. We'll work on those after we get the pieces pulled for card 3. Okay, so we'll set this over here so you can see that we're going to be what we're going to be pulling. So first is your card base. And so in your box you have card bases. Let's see, it's not this one. It is this card base. All right, so we'll go ahead and fold that and set that aside. All right, next is this little white tag. And so there's pieces of die cuts, little sheets of die cuts. And so the white tag is on one of the sheets. See if we can punch this little circle out. Use my scissors. There we go. I got that out. Maybe. Okay. There we go. Oh, all right. And so that's your tag. Next is the basket. And so here's another sheet of die cuts that had other pieces on it. So this is the whole sheet. Let me turn it so you can see it. But I've already pulled, like I said, cards 1 and 2. Okay, so next piece is our basket. So I'm going to pull this basket out of the sheet and set it aside with all of the other pieces. But this I find is the best way to get organized for when we're making the cards. Is I just like to get all my pieces together for each project. Okay, next piece is this egg. So we have one more egg on this die cut sheet, and we're done with this die cut sheet. Okay, and then we have 5 flowers. So we've got 2 big flowers. So here is one of the big ones, and here is another one of the big ones, and then we have 3 little flowers. And so here's the little flower, and done with that piece. And then here's another little flower, and the 3rd little flower, and then we have the bunch of eggs. All right, so you see we have used 2 whole pieces of the die cuts, and so we've got more supplies to do more of the cards. We're just doing one today though. Okay, and so then next, let's see, I'll show you. So then, okay, so these are all of the pieces. It also comes with coordinating envelopes, which I think are so cute, and then a graphic that shows your artwork for your stamp set if you want to save that with your stamp set. You could put it, file it away somewhere. Okay. All right, and so then we've got the last piece. We'll just go ahead and put this aside. The last piece for this card is the twine, the pink twine, which is probably pretty in pink. Let's see if I'm right, because it'll tell us the colors in here. Pretty in pink. Look at that, I was right. Okay, so we don't know, it didn't tell us there what size twine we need, what length, but if you go to the individual card pictorial instructions, so number 3, and it says right here, it's probably too small to read, but it says right here 10 inches. Okay, another fun feature, which is like they've thought of everything. With your instructions comes a ruler, so you don't even have to get out a ruler. You just use the edge of the instructions. So let's measure out about 10 inches. Okay, get my scissors. I'm going to do just a little extra. Just make sure we're good. Okay. And then we can just put this back up in our little box. And now we're ready. Okay, so let's pull out everything for card number 1. Here we go. So card number 1, these are the instructions, and it says right here number 1, and then step number 1. when I first started doing paper pumpkin, I thought, why aren't there any written instructions? And I learned that they do these pictures because these paper pumpkins are for international markets. I believe this is correct. And so they use pictures to show so that everybody can do them, which that's pretty cool, I think. All right, so first step is we're going to do our stamping. So we've got to open up our little ink spot. Now, hopefully I'm not going to cut myself when I open this, because I did exercise today for the first time in several weeks, and it was hard. Okay, so this is our Shy Shamrock little ink spot. And now let's see, let's get our block. And we're going to stamp Happy Easter on the banner. So here's our banner. And it's like that. And then we'll get our stamps. All right, so Happy Easter. Let's see, hopefully this will work in here. Yeah, we'll just turn it this way. And it will be great. Okay, remember, season, always season your stamps. Get that factory shiny stuff off, season them so they're ready to go. Okay, I'm just going to walk the stamp across this little ink spot. It's easier for me to leave it on the table rather than to pick it up and try to put it on my stamp. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then we just stamp our Happy Easter. And Easter will be here before we know it. And that's why I thought this was perfect, doing these, this paper pumpkin today, because then that way I'll have a few Easter cards ready. And if you guys got your paper pumpkin and you haven't done it yet, maybe you can do it also. Okay, Happy Easter. And don't necessarily have to wipe that off since we are only using Shy Shamrock. Okay, next step. We are going, I'll wipe it off later. Don't worry, I will wipe it off later. We're going to use our spotted egg. Let's see, is this one too small? No, I think that's going to be just right. Our spotted egg on our green die cut egg. Okay. Ink it up. Okay. And hopefully we're doing pretty good getting it on there. See how we did. Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? Okay. And I think we're going to use that dotted. No, we're not going to use the dotted one again. So maybe I will just clean that one off and put that up. Okay, next. We're already on step number 2. I'm going to close this just so I don't get anything in it. Okay, step number 2. We're taking the decorative piece of paper that we're going to put on the card front, it looks like. And we're going to use our little circular adhesives that come out of this envelope. Well, maybe I should have opened this before we started. There we go. Sometimes these old fingernails come in handy. Okay, so we're just going to do it just like they are telling us. They usually have a reason for placement of adhesive, but sometimes it's just random. But we will follow along, do what we're supposed to do, follow the instructions. Okay, just 3 more. Oh. And now y'all can get a real look at how sometimes things don't always go exactly how you want them. All right, pop these off. And I'll clean up all these little papers at the end when we're all done. Y'all don't want to watch me doing that. That's not fun. Although I do have a friend that loves to clean. I mean, and I like to clean too sometimes, but not all the time. Doing crafting is much more fun to me. Okay, so we've got so it looks like step number 2 is we're just putting all the adhesives on everything. Okay, and so we'll put the adhesives on the banner. And I already did cut the thread. That was another step in part of step number 2. Okay. Okay. And just go ahead and take these off. I think I'm going to leave the backings on the dimensionals though until we get to those. Okay, and so then the bunny rabbit, we're putting dimensionals on. And you see, they're very specific about where we're putting dimensionals. So because we're not putting them down on the bottom, that says to me we're going to be doing something else. So that's just a heads up. If they're telling us to put dimensionals a certain place, go ahead and follow those directions. Okay, and then our little egg, we're going to put 2 on here. And 1 and 2. Oop, I got an extra. So we'll put that on this wreath of flowers. Okay, well, throwing things on the floor here. All right. Okay, 1 there, and 1 here, and over here. So our vacation, we went down to Universal for Mardi Gras celebration, and we just had the best time. We love going down to Universal, but it was quite the gamut of weather. It was, hello Kronk. Kronk is here, guys. It was hot on Saturday. It was like 89 degrees, I think. I mean, it was hot. And then by Monday, it was only in the mid-50s as a high. So, okay. Step number 3. We are going to adhere this piece of decorative paper to our card front. Okay. Oh, make sure we get it centered. Okay, and then it looks like we put our wreath of flowers on first. Kronk is back in my trash. You know, he does not come in here. When it's just me in here crafting, he does not come in here. I think what it is he hears me talking, and he thinks that that means it's time for him to come in. Okay, the wreath of flowers goes right around this circle in the middle, okay? And then we're going to put on our, looks like we're putting on our Easter egg first, because the bunny's hand is on top of the Easter egg. So let's put on our Easter egg first, and just pop it in. You know, the nice thing about these is you don't have to be perfect. You just put things where you think they go, and they are so cute. Okay, so then here's our little bunny. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Okay, and so now, oh, where's our pink? Okay, now we have to tie a little tiny pink bow Okay, now we're going to see my bow tying struggles. Okay. Okay. Now I'll cut just this little bit off. Okay, because I was ignoring him, he's leaving. Okay, here's my little bow. And it looks like we're putting our little bow right here on the bunny with one of our little, oh, here they are right in front of me. I guess one of our little adhesive circles, maybe. Okay. Didn't really say. Oh no, I guess it did say back in our instructions. Y'all are right. Right there, that's where it says to do it. Okay. Let's see if I can get this come down a little bit. And if not, no biggie. Okay. And there's our little bow. And then we have our Happy Easter that's going to go across the bottom here. And that's why we only have one little adhesive dot over here. Probably two over here. There we go. That's how that goes. And then we put on our little sequins. All right. So it looks like these little iridescent ones go on first. And you put, can't even really see where all they have the sequins. It looks like there's 5 on here, but I only see 2. So, I don't know. We may just put 2 on. Well, that's another good thing. You can do it however you want to do it. If we want to just put on 2 sequins, then we can just put on 2 sequins. That looks great to me. I think that is, oh my gosh, that is so cute. Oh, so cute. All right, and that's card number 1. That didn't take long at all. All right, let's move on to card number 2. Okay. Flip the instructions over to card number 2. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp. And so we have our white square with the green dots all around it. And the sentiment that we're using for this one, I'm going to go ahead and clean off this Happy Easter. Put it up, because I don't know that we're going to use it again. Okay. So the next sentiment we're using is Sweet Spring Greetings. Is this block going to be big enough? Of course it is. Just right. Season it up. There we go. Now, this I may just take and walk this over because it's kind of a big stamp. And I feel like I'll get better coverage if I do it this way. A little better. Yeah, I think getting a little better coverage, maybe. So that's just the 2 ways you can do it. You can leave it on your desk and ink it up that way, or walk it over your stamp set. 2 different ways. See if we can get this square straight. There we go. All right, and sentiment just goes right in the middle. Hold it down just a little bit, let the ink sink in, and see how we did. Oh, that looks great. Okay, we'll put our stamp back. And that's the only stamping that we're doing on this card. Okay, So next we will go to step number 2 and apply our adhesives. Okay, so this greeting we're popping up, so put one dimensional, looks like in each corner. Nope. I think I've got my dimensionals stacked together. There we go. Okay. And then 2 in the middle. Okay. And that's it for dimensionals. And then we're going to get all of our flowers and greenery pieces laid out. And we will put our adhesive circles on these. But I wanted y'all to see how simple and really quick paper pumpkin kits are, and how cute the cards are, because they are always, to me, they are just always so cute and creative and clever, even when it's not cards, when they do something else. Like one time they did these cute all occasion boxes, and I did them, and I still have some. I haven't used them all, but they are great for giving money gifts, and that's what I have used them for, the graduation ones, because we always have friends and family graduating from some school, high school, college, and given money. And they're great. They're great for that. Okay, so now with our card base, it's going this way, it looks like. I'm just going to see if I can move these all in one shot here. We're going to put our square, our sentiment square, in the middle of this white square, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to put first, I think we put our greenery down. Let's do that. Okay, first one looks like goes right here. I wonder how they're doing that. Now this is always interesting to see. So I guess it looks like the greenery goes under the square. And if it doesn't, that's the way we're doing it. And it will be just as cute. But I think the greenery goes under the square like that. And then the flowers are going to go on top of the square. Yeah, I think that will be very nice. What do you guys think? I think that looks nice just like that. Okay. And then this will go down here like this. Okay, and then we will put our flowers. Flower goes down here. There. Oh, I think that looks really pretty. And it gives us a nice dimension. I really like that. And then we'll put this flower up here, right next to the sentiment, and then this flower will go over here. We'll kind of maybe tuck it up under. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, and then we'll put some sequins in. Let's see if we can. It says 6 sequins. This is sort of like a game of hide and seek, to to see if we can see where they have put the sequins. Which, speaking of hide and seek, there's a movie coming out, Ready or Not 2. Now, I saw the first one here at home. I didn't see it in the theater, but I loved that movie. And I really and truly, believe it or not, I am not a scary movie type person. But for whatever reason, I really liked this one. And watching, I'll just go ahead and say it, because I think it's funny. Watching vampires explode, I just think it's funny. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh every single time. Y'all, please don't think that I'm a weirdo, but if you see the movie, please let me know what you think about it, because I just want to see if I'm the only one that thinks that way. I hope not. I hope that doesn't mean that I'm abnormal. Okay, and there, I found the 6 sequins on this one. I'm going to have to go back and see if I can find those other sequins, because, you know, that's going to bother me. All right, there's card number 2. So quick and easy. Okay, last one, card number 3. First thing we're going to do, like it says to do, is we're going to do the stamping. So we've got our Hello Friend stamp. Okay. And it goes on the tag. Okay. So ink up, ink up, ink up. Oh, not ink up, sorry. Season, season, season. Season, 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 season. Then we ink up. Okay. I think I'm going to walk this one again. Yeah, this is a smaller one. I feel better walking a smaller stamp over the ink pad. Okay, Hello Friend, right here. This has been a very easy paper pumpkin, but they usually are. Occasionally I'll get one and I'm just like, I have no idea what they're doing on there. And then when I start doing it, like when I'm pulling the supplies, because like I said, this is the way I do it all the time, is I pull my supplies first. So if I start pulling the supplies and then I see something that I don't quite understand, it always makes sense once I start putting the card together. So it'll happen. It'll all come together. All right, so now we're going to do our little egg. This is the more patterned egg, not just the dotted egg. We're going to put it on our other green die cut egg. Okay, season, season, season. We haven't seasoned this one yet. Although I did just watch a video recently from Stampin' Up, and Karen Pedersen, if y'all haven't seen her, she is fantastic. She came from close to my heart, which I did too. I just love her. She is so smart, so clever, such a great teacher. She works really fast. That's the only thing, that if you were doing a retreat and she's teaching, there's no way to keep up. She's so fast, and she's such a good stamper, such a good teacher, just such a good everything. But anyway, she was talking about, and this is something that I do as well. When you season, oh man, I'm okay. I thought I broke a nail, but it's okay. Which I have to do my nails tonight. They're starting to chip a little bit, so I'm sorry if y'all see my chippy nails. What was I saying about? Oh, if you've ever... Okay, I don't know. Anyway, what I was getting at is Karen was talking about seasoning stamps. And she says, because it's such a habit, that she seasons every time she uses a stamp, even if she's used a stamp before. And I find myself doing that too, because it's just a habit. You just do it. And I don't think it hurts anything. Oh, this green. We're going to be doing lots of grass here. Okay, so let's bring in our card base. Oh, this is cute. Okay, so I guess we should do going from left to right. I don't know. Or maybe we should do the bottom one first. Let's try the bottom one. Okay. I'm just going to walk this stamp across. I don't know which to do first. This could be not good, but I'm sure it'll turn out just fine. Why am I worrying about it? It's fine. It's going to be fine. Okay. There we go. We're just going to do that. And then we will do more grass. Oh, something that I didn't tell y'all. When we were down in Universal on Saturday, because it's Mardi Gras, and so they have concerts every Saturday night. And it just so happened that it was Joey Fatone from NSYNC and AJ McLean from Backstreet Boys. And it was such a great concert. I loved it. It was an hour and a half. Total music. It was so good. Okay, and then we'll do one more grass. Anyway, I'm still holding out hope that NSYNC will get back together and tour, but I don't think it's going to happen. But we do have BTS to look forward to. My friend Angie and I, we already have our tickets for the movie event. Oh, that's cute. For the movie event at our Regal Theater, April 11th. So you know what I'm going to be doing that day. It's a Saturday. We were going to be the movie theater. And my husband does not want to go. And that's fine. If he doesn't want to go, although I kind of feel like he does want to go, he just doesn't want to admit it. All right, stamping done. Now we are going to move on to putting our adhesives on. You know, I never really noticed this, but it's definitely a pattern that you do stamping first, then you put your adhesives on. And I don't really know why I've never noticed that before, but I've never talked through doing a paper pumpkin before because I've just been doing them. Oh, I think I was supposed to put, okay, maybe I should stop talking so much, or maybe I should pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, I was supposed to put a what do you call it, a dimensional on this one, which I'm gonna put it on top of the adhesive circle. I think it'll be okay. Don't y'all think it'll be okay? I think it'll be okay. Yeah, it looks like it's sticking. Okay, so okay, adhesive, big, little with that on there. Okay, tag. Okay, and so now we will put on the tag, and y'all, we're almost done. This is third one. I don't even know how long we've been going. I'm trying to keep my videos 20-ish minutes because that one that I did for an hour when I did 6 cards, I had fun, but I'm afraid I don't want to keep y'all that long because I know that y'all have things to do. You are all busy people, and I could sit here and do cards and scrapbook pages and talk all day long, but that's not fair to you guys. So I'm trying to be respectful of your time because I appreciate y'all so much watching what I'm doing, because I'm just having so much fun sharing all this with you guys. Okay, so now we gotta put, those are cute eggs. We're gonna put these on the adhesive circles on. Oh, by the way, I got a cold when we were down in Florida. Came back Tuesday night, and like almost I was getting ready for bed, and then I felt it. I felt the sore throat. I was like, oh, you're kidding me. Sore throat, stuffy nose, but I'm definitely better now. Okay, got all our adhesives on, and so now let's put on our eggs. That's the first thing. I have two pillows. One is a very flat pillow and one is a very fluffy pillow. And I use the very fluffy pillow when I have a cold and I'm stuffy and I can't breathe, and it helps me because I don't like taking anything. I have nothing against medicine. It's just I don't know. I just rather not take it for a cold. Okay, and so next we have, it looks like we're going to put our basket on top of the Easter eggs. Okay, I hope so. I feel like I'm going to cough, and I apologize if I do. I have my bottle of water here off camera. I'm so sorry. Okay. And so we put, oh, look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then what did we do with our egg? What are we supposed to do with our egg? Oh, sorry. I was supposed to put dimensionals on the egg, and I did not do that because I'm talking too much and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Here we go. And so now we put our egg on top. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think, well, I'm going to cover up that little green egg. Yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, what's next? We're going to put one of our little flowers under here. And then we're going to put our flower. Oh, no, not that one. We're going to put our big flower on the basket. So it's popped up already. So we don't have to pop it up, but it looks like it's popped up because it's on the basket. There, it's cute. That's very clever. All right, so then let's do this other big flower, and that goes down here. Nice. And then we've got our flat flower. I should probably take a sip of water so that y'all don't have to listen to me. Okay, I'm going to put that flower on top on the basket. Yeah. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. Don't we put this flower, the flat flower, down here, and then this flower gets popped up. Well, let's get it on right now. Come on. Okay, there we go. Cute. All right, I've got to take a sip of water. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, much better, much better. All right, then we have our hello friend. And that goes on our basket. Oh my goodness, this is just the cutest card. And then we're going to do another little bow. Y'all can see how pitiful my bow scales are. Oh, see? I was just saying. I was just thinking to myself, wow, I've done pretty good with my bows today. There. Okay. Do we want to make that big? Maybe we do. How fun is that? Look at a big bow. Oh, I like that. Okay, let me cut a little bit off. Okay, and then we're going to, here we are. I don't know why I keep losing these little adhesive circles. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and put it right here. And then I can peel it off. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Here's my bow. And look at that. Okay. And then, oh no, no sequins on this one. Okay. There we are. There's the third one. All right, so I'm going to bring the other two in here. Oh, this was just a piece of paper. I thought, what fell off? Okay, here are the three cards. So cute, so simple, so quick, but they look so fancy. All right. Thank y'all so much for joining me and listening to all my talk. I hope that I inspired you to take a look at the paper pumpkin program from Stampin' Up. You can go to my website and check it out. We'll put that up so you can get to it easily. Thank you again so much. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Thank you.